Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Music Scene Investigation. Glad you're all here today, and certainly hope you enjoy the show. Today is going to be a very unique day. I'm glad to see everybody here. Got a full house in the panel chairs today. That means we got 2 kings and 1 queen. It's all good. It's great stuff, and we're glad to have them all with us. Let's first of all let everybody know what we're doing here on MSI today, being the month of December with our annual awards coming up in January. Doing something a little bit different today. As we did last week, we're going to be going over some of the Best Artist nominees, our Best Artist of the Year nominees. We're going to be taking a listen to 3 tracks that have been nominated in that category this year. Today we'll be taking a listen to, not necessarily in any order, Alexandra Legouix and the Sunflowers with their track, Why Can't I Be Like Lola, along with Bosco and Peck's No Guarantee, and Helen Austin and her track called Take Me Away. But before we get to that, we want to talk to our panelists today, so let's meet them right now. From London, England, a great tall guy. He's been out drinking all week, and that's what he told me anyway. It's Mr. Ian Husbands. Ian, how are you, sir?
I'm still drinking.
Are you really?
Cheers. I've got a whiskey. Jack Daniels, to be precise.
You just can't stop, can you?
Well, it's the weekend.
I know, you don't want to be a quitter, so carry on. Good man.
Well, my mum and dad taught me not to be a quitter.
That's always good.
How I was raised. Yeah, I've been out with Mr. Paul Miro, actually, last night, a seismic survey gig. And fantastic. They're a sort of folk band with Simon Friend from the Levellers. And they play a few Levellers songs, a few of Paul's songs, a few songs they've done themselves. And generally a foot-stomping, acoustic fest of good folky rock music last night.
I know that I saw your tweets out on Twitter, and I asked you to take some video of this thing. Did you have the opportunity to do that, and how'd that video turn out?
Yeah, I got some good video, actually. I've got a few of the different parts of the shows they were playing, and I've got one whole track as well, and that's posted up on our MSI Reporters YouTube channel. You can check that out over at MSI Reporters on YouTube. And it came out really nice. We were sat at the front. It was all sat down on tables with candles burning and nice chairs and very civilised.
Kind of like a dinner party.
Without the dinner.
Ah, well, close enough. Close enough.
The bar was serving Jim Beam, actually. It was Jim Beam last night. And that was flowing freely. So Paul and I had a few of them, and we took Andy Bradley down with us, who's the guitarist in From the Ashes with me. And a jolly good time was had by all.
All right. Well, excellent. Glad to see you're back and in good form. I appreciate it. Mr. Tom Chianti, all the way from New York City. Tom has got his decorations up all ready for the holidays, it looks like. Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Rich. Thank you for asking. And no, we don't decorate in the studio. It creates too many different volatile sound waves, all that jingling on every song.
I saw all the wires there behind you, and I kind of thought they were for lights. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, actually, I still do have the disco lights, but I don't put them on anymore because they cause a little interference, and we're all about non-interference.
Oh, yeah. You do subscribe to that whole Starfleet Academy non-interference thing, right?
Absolutely.
I gotcha. I'm glad to see you're here, Tom. I appreciate that. Our guest panelist today is from Butterflies Radio. We have Carol Riordan here with us. Carol is the co-owner of Butterflies Radio and all-around great person. Carol, I am so happy that you were able to join us again today. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Rich. Good morning to you all. Yes, I'm glad I could make it too. So I set my alarm really early to be with you guys today.
Yeah, not everybody may even pick it up from the accent, but you're actually living in Australia, and it's quite early in the morning there.
Yes, it's 7 a.m. on, what day is it? Monday.
So you're a day
I'm
ahead.
way ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly. And, one of the nice things that reason why we love having Carol on with us is because she can give us the lottery numbers ahead of time, tell us the ball game scores ahead of time, and let us know exactly what the weather's going to be without having to bother the weathermen. And we appreciate that, too. But
I wish I could give you the winning lotto numbers. If I could, I'd be a rich person.
I know. I think I'd split everything with you. Honest, I would. Now,
thank you.
Over at Butterflies Radio, I want to talk about this for a little bit because, as everybody knows who follows us on Twitter, I spend every Tuesday night over at Twitter Tuesday Live, listening to you and Mark interviewing indie music artists every week. That's something that you guys do religiously every week, right?
We do, and we love it. And on the 18th of this month, we're actually reaching our 100th episode, which is a great milestone for Butterflies Radio. And I hope that you're going to help participate in that show, Rich.
I'd love to. I really would, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, I don't want to take away from Twitter Tuesday Live because 100 episodes is a great milestone. But you guys are doing a lot more over at Butterflies Radio than just Twitter Tuesday Live. You guys have just started a couple of neat things that I think bears talking about. Is the top? I think it's the top 20 requests of the month. You guys are broadcasting those every month. And on Monday nights, you guys do something kind of interesting too. Why don't you tell us about that a little bit?
Yeah, we do. Well, if you want to submit new music to Butterflies Radio, you go through our webpage, obviously, and all the music gets sent to Mark. And what we've decided to do is to present every new song that gets put on our rotation. It has a special show and it airs every Monday from 6 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. And we have DJ Wolfman, who presents his show. It's pre-recorded, it's not live, but he goes through, I think we present about 20 new songs every single week. And it's turned out to be a really good show, and we're getting quite a few listeners. And it's really nice for all the new artists that come on our rotation. And then every first Thursday of the month, we actually do the top 20 requested songs on Butterflies Radio, and that's with DJ Soul Day. Again, another pre-recorded show, but it's a great show. It's great because on our station there's a link that you can actually request songs. And when I'm listening to Butterflies Radio, I, for one, and my husband does as well, we always request certain songs that we like. So the top 20 are now being presented every single month. So that's another great exposure for our artists that are on our rotation.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing that you're doing, bringing in DJs that people may not know about or people may know about, but certainly introducing them to a wider community as well. I think that's an awesome thing. Are you guys planning on expanding that, bringing in more DJs in the future?
I think so, yes. Mark and I have been talking about it, and there's different things that we want to do, different things in the pipeline that we want to do. But of course, time and money and all different things, it depends on that really, because it does take up a lot of our time, because as you know, Mark and I both work full time, and Butterflies Radio we do in between our full-time work and our families. So just time. But yeah, there's lots of ideas that we want to do. We actually want to win the lotto, Rich, get a big studio, give up our work, and do this full time, because this is what we like doing.
I can help you out with that. Well, probably not a whole lot of help, because I can send you last week's lottery numbers. It's probably not going to help out a lot, is it, really? But anyway, it was a thought.
You never know. I could use those numbers. You never know. It might come up in Australia.
Yeah, there you go. That's true. I never thought of that. Now, in the future for Butterflies Radio, what are the top secret projects that you and Mark are working on that you haven't told anybody about yet that we can get you to tell me? And it'll just be between you and me, so there's no need to worry about everybody else hearing about it. So it's just between you and I.
Oh, not my lips are sealed.
Oh no. I tried, Ian. Just not working.
You're not trying hard enough, Rich. Carol, look, we're all friends here. No one else is listening. There's no one else out in the chat to worry about or anything like that. As fellow broadcasters, we want to help you in your decisions. What's going on?
I'm sure you do. Not saying a word.
I tried.
I'm pleading the fifth.
All right. Tom, do you want to try?
No, I'm not into coercion.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we thought we'd give it a shot. All right, Carol, I appreciate it. Thanks so much again for being here with us. It's really means a lot. And for those of you who don't know, Carol is a very good friend. In fact, Butterflies Radio is a partner of Music Scene Investigation. We always try and help each other out as much as we possibly can. So we appreciate it anytime that either you, Carol, or Mark can spend some time with it. It's all a lot of fun for us.
Yeah, we love it.
Now, on today's show, I just mentioned we're going to take a look at some of the Artist of the Year nominees, and we're going to get to that just as soon as I let you know how you guys can participate in selecting those Artist of the Year. All you have to do is at the top of the Music Scene Investigation website, there's a series of menu selections up there. One of them is called Contests. Beneath that, you'll see a link for the 2012 contest where you can make your vote count. You can vote on the Artist of the Year. You can vote on the Guest Panelist of the Year, of which Carol is nominated. And you can also make your request to MSI Radio, where you can get your vote in on the most requested Artist of the Year as well. So I would really appreciate it if you head over to that page. When you get some time, we're going to have the voting up throughout the month of December and part of January. And we're going to compile those votes in January. About mid-January or so, we'll have our award show, which will be broadcast live right here as well. And we'd really appreciate your votes in those categories. Now, everybody out there, let's take a listen to some of today's music. I think first up, we're going to take a listen to Bosco and Peck. Bosco and Peck are a group out of New Jersey, and they're very, what's the word I'm looking for, Carol? They're a handful.
What can I say? Yes, they are a handful, but they're great guys.
Yeah, they really are.
To bits.
They really are good guys, and we want to play their song for you again. It's called No Guarantee. So here it is, everyone. This is Bosco and Peck's track, No Guarantee, right here on MSI.
Race headlong into the future. You live through your computer. It's got you on a short leash. No, you can't run, but at least you can keep on working. Your back is sore. When all they want is more, they can take your car and take your home and take away everything you thought you ever owned. Is that the price of being free? That we get no guarantee. They can take your home and take away everything you thought you ever owned. Is that the price of being free? That we get no guarantee. Can I get a little money for the teachers and 10% for the preachers? Can I get a little money for the police? You think you're broke, well at least you can keep on working, your back is sore. All they want is more. They can take your car and take your home and take away everything you thought you ever owned. Is that the price of being free? That we get no guarantee. They can take your home and take away everything you thought you ever owned. Is that the price of being free? Well, I've been working all my life and I got nothing to show for all the sweat and the blood and doing what I should. There's no end in sight. I owe so much that I can't quit till I'm in the grave. Till then I'm a slave. I know this can't be right. When they put you out in the street. They'll say you're lucky and at least they call you middle class, but you know you're poor. At least you know who you've been working for. They could take your car and take your home and take away everything you thought you ever owned. Is that the price of being free? That we get no guarantee. They could take your home and take away everything you thought you ever owned. Ain't that the price of being free? That we get no guarantee.
Bosco and Peck. No guarantee right here on MSI. Going to bring everybody in, find out what they thought about that as soon as I hit my camera again. I got too many buttons to push. I need one more. One more button is all I need. And then I'll have as many as many buttons as I can push all at once. That's right, Tom. A big red button is all I need. Ian,
don't press the button. Don't press the button.
What do you think about...
I want to push the buttons.
I tell you, if we can just get everybody buttons, I think everybody will be happy. Ian, what do you think about Bosco and Peck and No Guarantee?
Yeah, it's a funky number. I do like Bosco and Peck. They've got a good groove about them. They've got a good feel about them. They're very retro, but it kind of is now retro. You know, it can work. I mean, the only thing that really sort of stands out with this track is that I think we all agreed that their previous track, which had been on the show, I can't remember the name of it now, was slightly better mixed and produced. And I still stand by that. This is still a great song, but I think the mix and production could have been better on it.
Gotcha. Tommy, your thoughts on Bosco and Peck after hearing it again?
Well, I still like the hook like I did the first time. And I like the gospel-y like choir they have going on.
Yeah, the whole organ thing and the gospel feel to it. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean the mix could be better, but you know, like life, everything could be better.
Yeah, well, I understand that. Carol, I know that you know Bosco and Peck very well, and I know that you guys have this song on rotation over at Butterflies Radio. What do you think?
Yeah, when I first heard this, I thought, oh, it's very different to their usual stuff that we play. They're very neo-soul and very funky, and I always loved Bosco and Peck's music. And this took a while to grow on me, but I actually like it now. It's got a tropical feel about it, and you know, I could also almost see them doing a video to this with their steel drums. Do you know what I mean? On a deserted island with their playing this, and they're fun people, and yeah, I love the words to this. You know, there are no guarantees in this world, and what they sing about is very true. But yeah, I like the song now very much.
Yeah, I got to ask you a question. When you had Bosco and Peck on Twitter Tuesday Live, did you ever get a chance to ask Philly Steve what 3 things he'd take to a desert island?
We didn't. When we actually had them on the show, we didn't have... When Philly Steve was actually on the show, we didn't have that question then. We've only brought it in recently. So no, I didn't. I would love to know what Philly Steve would take on the deserted island. He's just hilarious. He's actually not part of the band, but he's their sidekick, and he's just so funny. And if you ever get a chance to listen to one of our previous shows with Philly Steve on there, do so. We just spent the whole time laughing.
Yeah, Philly Steve is a crack-up guy. I think he's hilarious. You're right.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, and I do want to direct everybody, if you haven't had the opportunity, head over to Butterflies Radio, listen to Twitter Tuesday Live. It's on Tuesday nights, of course. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and I think you'll really enjoy it. If you get a couple of hours to spare, let Mark and Carol know you're there via Twitter, and they will give you a shout-out over the air as well. Now, guys, want to head over to the next song. Next song we got coming your way is from Helen Austin, by the way. And the unique thing about this track, and the reason why I like it so much, is she did the majority of the music on ukulele. I love the ukulele, and I can't say enough about it. So let's take a listen to Helen Austin and her track called Take Me Away.
Take me away, take me anywhere, take me today. I don't really care who, why, or when. Now and then I just gotta get out. Give me a break, give me anything, all I can take. Doesn't mean a thing, I'll say again. Now and then I just gotta get out. A day to be, a day for me. We all have a time when we need to know everything's fine, but it's fine to go out and about, and I doubt that I'll be very long. So what do you say? Will you come with me? How about today? In the sun we'll be out and about. We can shout as we're singing this song. A day to be, a day for me. La 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 la. Gotta get out. Who, why, or when, now and then I just gotta get out. Who, why, or when, now and then I just gotta get out. I just gotta get out.
Helen Austin with Take Me Away on MSI, and that song is also up for an Artist of the Year. Actually, the artist is up for Artist of the Year in our 2012 Artist and MSI Awards. It's all very cool and very cool stuff. Tom, what do you think, Helen Austin? I know that you've heard it before and you loved it then. Do you still love it now?
Yeah, I think we all. Well, as a pop song, it stands on its own. It's pure pop. It's straight ahead. It's easy on the ears. It's catchy. And then I think it was Ian who had mentioned it'd be great for a product placement. You know, some airliner or anybody. Really, it's just a very uplifting song.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Tom. And Carol, I believe that Helen's in the rotation over there. And what do you think?
Yeah, she is. Love Helen Austin. She's absolutely gorgeous. Also, another British living in Canada. She is a very bubbly person. She was on our live show. I didn't actually get to be a host with her on that live show because I was actually with my son in Brisbane. But beautiful woman, and all her songs that she writes, they're very upbeat and happy songs, and I love the ukulele that she uses in her songs. She's also done lots of music for placements in TV shows and advertisements, and I'm sure that this was used as a commercial on something, but I can't remember what. But I absolutely love this song. It always puts a smile on my face when I hear this. It's really quirky and a happy song. And she's like that, though. If you talk to Helen, she has, that bubbly voice comes over when she's talking, and it comes over in her songs as well. Her personality is in her songs. So, Yeah, that's all I can say. She's just beautiful, and I love her songs.
I agree with you. In fact, I know
Yeah.
that she was in the process and may have just released recently a children's album. So if you get the opportunity, definitely head over to Helen Austin's Facebook page, website, or whatever. I'm sure you can Google it and find it and take a listen to it and look at it. Ian, what do you think?
She was also a professional comedian over here in the UK for a while.
Really?
Yeah, she was, actually. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
So not only is she musically talented, she's funny as well.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah. I just thought I'd throw that little fact in, since everyone else is throwing their facts about Helen in. I thought I'd get my own.
There you go. So what did you think of the track?
I loved it. I mean, I think it was me that said, I can see this in a mobile phone advert or a fashion advert. Everyone's running through the fields, daisies going everywhere as they sort of shoot from that sort of weird camera angle up at people, and as they run through the sunlight, and everyone's happy and dancing around, that sort of thing. And it would fit perfectly. And it's a lovely bit of music. It's a lovely little song. And yeah, what more can I say, really? Like it.
I've just been thinking here while Ian was talking about what Carol had said about this having been used at one point in a commercial. And it seems to sound familiar to me. There was early commercials for Kindle from Amazon, the Amazon Kindle. And that seems so familiar now that you mention it, Carol. It may have been that was the track in that song.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know she did. It was something like that, or Apple maybe, or I don't know. But I definitely know it was for a commercial. I mean, I could be wrong. And Helen, I apologize if I am wrong, but yeah, I know. My brain doesn't function too well at this time in the morning.
No, I understand, and like I said, it just seems so familiar to me after you mentioned it. I think that... but
it is one of those tracks. It is one of those tracks that sounds familiar on first listen.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it. No doubt about that.
There are a few other people doing this sort of stuff out there, and it's got that, we do hear a lot of it, even if it's not played in our faces behind things, adverts and stuff like that. And it did feel very familiar the first time I heard it, and I think it's just that type of track that does.
Yep, I totally agree with you. I think it's a very familiar track, but I am going to go over the old Kindle commercials to see if it was in one of those. Because, it sounds so familiar, I think it actually was. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure at all. So, Ian, do you want to tell us a little bit about what might be coming up in MSI's near future?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk about Christmas, shall we?
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about Christmas. Tom, you want to talk about Christmas?
Bah, humbug.
There you go. Tom just talked about Christmas.
Well, the rest of us feel slightly different to Tom. We only mildly hate Christmas. But... we thought, you guys support us, you listen to us time and time again, you come back, and we thought we needed to give you a Christmas present, didn't we, Rich?
Yeah, we did, and we knew that we couldn't go out and buy everybody new socks or underwear and things like that, so we thought something a little bit more universal, simplistic, and something that didn't necessarily cost us any money, right, Ian?
I've dug through the archives of some of the old episodes we've done with MSI, and I've stumbled across this, basically. That's how it goes. And this is how MSI was going to be. This was kind of like, one of those retro moments where we thought, let's do a podcast and let's do it like this. And this is I want to show you a little trailer, actually, of if you tune in next week, you'll get your Christmas present, which will be what we're going to show you the trailer for now.
Crap. Let's try and play the first song.
I'm gonna build it out of plastic. Build it out of plastic. These little bricks climb so high. I look at you from my castle in the sky. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
There you have it, song number 1. And I guess there you did have it, song number 1 on how I guess MSI was supposed to be, Ian.
Talked about it for a long time, and we thought it would work, but then we realised it was a lot of work.
Yeah, stop motion does take a lot of time.
It does. It does.
Yeah. So
I didn't have a beard before I started it.
Yeah, you can tune in next week and see what the first episode might have looked like had Ian's beard not gotten in the way.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know. Lego's where it's at. That's what I'm told anyway. I'm not sure if that's true, but we'll go with it. All right, let's take a listen to our last track of the day. This is a track that, as Ian said before the show, is a little sexy, and there's nothing wrong with that in music. It's just you may not want to play it during the day. You might want to wait until the evening hours to actually do something like this. But here it is. This is a track called Why Can't I Be Like Lola from Alexandra Legouix and the Sunflowers.
Lola gets whatever she wants. Why can't my life be the same? In my dreams there is romance and passion, but instead he keeps playing these games. Forever going, spiraling circles round and round, and not up and down. He doesn't notice this beautiful girl on his arm is looking around to find something better, someone there to get her away from the world she is in, to a place of excitement and pure enticement and naughty fun cardinal sin. Why can't I be like Lola, la la la, Lola, la la la, Lola, la la la, Lola. Lola gets whatever she wants, even the teddy and pretty G-string. Didn't work, will make him break a sweat. You think he'd be ring-a-ding-ding. I'll find something better, someone there to get me away from the world I am in, to a place of excitement and pure enticement and naughty fun cardinal sin. I be like Lola, la la la, Lola, la la la, Lola, la la la, Lola.
Alexandra Legouix and the Sunflowers. That's called Why Can't I Be Like Lola on MSI. Carol, I know that you didn't get to hear this one before. What do you think?
I actually have heard this before because I remember it when it was on one of the shows when I tuned in one morning. I actually wish I was like Lola. I want to be like Lola. I wish I was Lola. Wish I could move as sexy as Lola. Yes, a very sexy song, I have to agree. The intro for me was a little bit too slow. As for a commercial song on a radio, I feel it's a little bit on the slow side. However, this girl has a fantastic voice, brilliant voice. And it reminds me of a song out of a show like Chicago, the Moulin Rouge. And I can imagine her being on stage singing this in a very sexy voice, you know, like they would at the Folie Bergère and in France. And that's the sort of song that it brings to mind for me. Not saying that it's not a good song, but I'm not too sure whether I would put it on the rotation as a commercial song, if you know what I mean.
Yep, no, I completely understand. Thank you very much. Let's see, Ian, what do you think about it, hearing it again?
Hearing it again? Yes, please. Oh, sorry. No, I mean, I do. I love this song. I mean, little fact about Alexandra, shall I? Now, you know, since we're putting out facts tonight, she's actually on the telly over here in the UK. I think she's on one of the digital channels somewhere. And she presents fast cars to people, so motor racing, basically. And she actually drives them as well.
And you would like a fast car now.
So she is a woman who does fast cars and rock and roll.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, the two things that stick out in my mind from my review of this is, one, that I really wanted to hear this go into a big crescendo at the end, almost with the fake sort of dancing and the flamenco dancing in the background and stuff like that. And the second one was that, you know, Lola turned out to be a bloke.
All right, Tommy, tell me what you think there, guy.
Hold on, let me get out of my fishnets.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I still think the intro's too long, as Pharmacus agreed with me. But once it gets going, it really gets going. It's cool, slick, sexy. Commercially wise, it's very independent sounding. If they cut it down, you know, a bit, it could go. And it's definitely, she has a beautiful voice. There's no doubt about it. And she's not too hard on the eyes.
Yeah, that's all good for radio. I'll tell you that right now. Because, well, never mind. Anyway, that was Alexandra Legouix, apparently presenting Fast Cars and Rock and Roll. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's all I got.
I would actually like to hear some of her other stuff, because she does have a brilliant voice. And I might check her out afterwards and see what else she's got. Maybe we can put her on the rotation. Not necessarily that song, but some of her other stuff.
I'm going to check her out afterwards as well.
Oh, I bet you will.
All right.
You want to borrow my fishnets?
Yeah, there you go, Tommy. Maybe Ian could wear them.
Oh, now I'm going to have this vision of Tom all day in these fishnet tights. Thank you.
I've got to go to bed after this show. I'm never going to sleep.
At least he didn't tell you about the stiletto heels he's wearing as well.
Oh,
so.
no, please.
I can't have any secrets.
No. Did you ever? Have you ever been to Broadway, Carol? Have you ever been to Broadway and seen a Rocky Horror Picture Show live?
Oh, don't tell me Tom's in that.
Dr. Frankenfurter. No. I'm just saying.
And he's, wearing fishnets and spike heels.
Tim Curry did the original Dr. Frankenfurter for that.
Yes.
And Tom taught him everything he knows.
Especially how to walk in those killer shoes.
I know it. It's difficult to do it best. All right, we've got 20 minutes on an hour to go, but we don't necessarily make any bets that any MSI show will last a full hour or even stop at a full hour. We've never said that, and we never will. We play what the music is, and that's how long we go, folks. And we really want you to vote for your favorites in the Panelist of the Year and the Artist of the Year awards for MSI. And we'd also like to get you to make your request for your favorite song, regardless of whether they appear as a nominee for Artist of the Year or not, for the most requested Artist of the Year. The leader at the point is Project Sirius, and their song called The Philadelphia Experiment is in the lead as the most requested song on MSI at the moment. So you do have the opportunity to make your voice heard in 3 different categories. We certainly hope that you do. Carol and Tom and Ian, anything you'd like to add before we wrap up today's events?
Just please do come back and watch the full instalment of the Lego episode.
Oh, yes, that's one for the books. Also, I have to say, this year is shaping up to be very, very close and very hard. On all the songs are above the bar.
Yeah, that is true. That's one of the things that make it very difficult this year is the quality of every track and artist that appear in the awards as nominees are of such high caliber. It's difficult to choose. In fact, I haven't even voted yet, and I don't know who I'm going to choose. No,
I mean, I think they're actually too good for this show, but...
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, Tom. Carol, what do you think?
Well, I've got a couple of things to say. First of all, I'm going to do an Ian. I want to show you my T-shirt. This is from the Ivory Tower Project. They are from New York, and they are influenced by the 70s and 80s, and they're a great band. So they sent me this T-shirt, so I just thought I wanted to give them a shout-out, just in case they happen to see this. Yes, the music that I hear on MSI, I think is getting better and better, I have to admit. And I try to get up and listen to the show live, but I can't always make it because it's on too early for me. But I do always catch the broadcast.
And, you know, that's exactly why we record it, Carol, because we know that you being in Australia, it's difficult for you to make every live show. So we record it for you, especially for you. And if anybody else watches the recording, just know that at the end of every one, and you have to watch all the way through to see this, at the bottom of the screen it says, recorded just for Carol.
I wish. I have to admit, my kids, my family likes to watch the show as well, and they like to critique the songs in their own way. And I have to admit, the last time I was on, my daughter was cracking up because I think it was one of the songs I said, well, it was so nice, I can't even remember how it started. And they said, oh, Mum, I can't believe you said that on the air. I said, hey, they wanted an honest opinion, and I think I gave it to them.
That's right. We ask for nothing but honesty in regards to the reviews that are on this show, and we definitely appreciate everybody who participates. And, you know, unbeknownst to some people, it does take some guts to be honest about some of these tracks. And
MSI, making your kids critical. It could work.
There you have it. It's a new spin-off show. We'll take only songs made for kids and review them. And we'll have kids do it. That's brilliant.
Kids MSI, kids reviewing music. That would be absolutely brilliant.
I think it is. We can have Morgan be on the panel. A brilliant idea. I think it's a great idea. So,
I think it's great that you have shows like this because there are people out there that seriously think that they can sing, and we get lots of submissions, and you know you have to listen to the first 30 seconds before you can even click off or decline it. And I think, are these people for real? Do they really, if they listen to themselves, they really need somebody saying, you can't sing, you know, that's don't even bother. Don't even go there.
And that used to be Simon Cowell's job at one point. He was the guy who was the heavy on all these things, and apparently he slacked off then because he got on the X Factor.
Well, I think some of these people need to be told the truth.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the important thing, where we're coming from, is we're not your mum and dad. We're not your friends. We're going to be honest about the music. And just you've reminded me, actually, Carol, and hopefully you'll join us on an episode. We're going to be doing MSI Fast Track, which is going to be a new show on the radio in the new year, where it's kind of going to be like a gong show, where we'll basically play a track and it gets the distance of 3 bad marks against it to see if it gets on our radio station or not.
Oh, I'll be in on that.
So if it times out before, say, a minute, then it doesn't go on the radio station. If it does goes over a minute, it will get on rotation, for example.
Yeah, it's like Ian said. It's a kind of like the Britain's Got Talent, America's Got Talent kind of thing, except it's fast track. We'll line our panelists up and let them judge it exactly the way you would see otherwise. 3 gongs, it's out. And then it's got to be voted through if it gets less than 3 or whatever the case is. It should be kind of interesting to see how it works. So
Yeah, I'm up for that.
More work.
Yep, more work, and it's all coming up in the new year, and we hope you join us. But for right now, everybody, we're going to leave you with the most requested song from our chat room this afternoon. Alexandra Legouix and the Sunflowers are going to play it once again. So we'll leave it at that, and hope you join us again next week when we go over 3 more artists that have been nominated for Artist of the Year right here on MSI. Thanks for being with us, everybody. We'll talk with you soon.
Thanks, everybody in the chat room.
Bye.
Lola gets whatever she wants. Why can't my life be the same? In my dreams there is romance and passion, but instead he keeps playing these games. Forever going, spiraling circles round and round, and not up and down. He doesn't notice this beautiful girl on his arm is looking around to find something better, someone there to get her away from the world she is in, to a place of excitement and pure enticement and naughty fun cardinal sin. Why can't I be like Lola, la la la, Lola, la la la, Lola, la la la, Lola. Lola gets whatever she wants, even the teddy and pretty G-string. Didn't work, will make him break a sweat. You think he'd be ring-a-ding-ding. I'll find something better.